Hello, Florida Shuttle Vans. Nick speaking. Okay. Which cruise terminal? For how many people? I'm sorry, we can't help you, sir. I suggest you take an Uber. Goodbye. Hello, Florida Shuttle Vans. Nick speaking. I'm sorry, can you speak up, please? Yep. I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, we don't go to Port Canaveral. Right.
got more electronics up here. Boom, 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 boom.
He's wired, man.
Yeah. He's more pliable.
I said, Gantz is skinnier than I am. He can slide back there.
Yeah, I wasn't going back there. You never
Yeah.
got me out. Open the back, roll me out. Yep, that's what I said.
Yep. I think. No, you're back there. I figured you're more pliable.
Yeah, we're full. That's right.
You guys are going on Allure of the Seas this morning, right?
Allure, yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Good.
Jesus.
See, this place, this is a very expensive drug rehab.
That's what this is?
Yeah, if you have a kid that's got some mad drug problems, and a lot of these neighborhoods they do, this is where you send your kid here.
Huh.
And he lives there.
Huh.
That's a drug. That's a residence. That's a drug residence.
Covenant House. Sure, sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's a couple of $100,000 a year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you basically have your own condo. And
While you dry out.
Yeah, while you dry out. Yeah. They just built a little fire station here in the parking lot. They built this parking lot with a fire station right here, which is pretty cool for the firemen. There's a fireman just coming to work right now. Look at the little gate they put with the remote control, and they put the fire truck underneath the tent. Kind of a temporary fire station right there.
It'd be a heck of a view for your lunch break.
Yeah, I mean the fire department guys on the beach have a great job. They got it great over here.
So the ones that got all the chairs and umbrellas, that's with the resort?
Yeah, that's them. So every
And then
hotel.
the public area doesn't have anything.
No, there's no public beach chairs. No, everything. They changed the colors so you know which is which. But every hotel has maybe like 40 feet of the beach. This is a very small beach because the cruise ships take the sand out every year. So this beach shrinks. They got to get sand out from the ocean every year and put it on the sand.
Really?
Yeah, they do massive dredging. I have to pay for it. As crazy as that sounds, I have to pay for that. See how the water's right there, see? Oh, you went to the beach, right?
Yeah.
See how it sinks down? If they don't dredge, within a couple of 100 years, the water would be right up here.
So that's all because of the cruise ships coming in and out.
Well, the cruise ships leave right there and they suck all the sand out.
Sure.
So the closest beach, and they never knew, and they had a choice to put rocks. But once you put rocks, you ruin the beach.
Sure.
So if they put rocks, which is what Miami does, because Miami's beach is different, it's wide. So they never put rocks because they wanted their beach to be tourists and people standing on the snow. They didn't want to eliminate their beach. So unfortunately now, they have to go out and get sand every year and put the sand on the sand.
They charge you guys.
Anybody, if you live in this zip code, you pay for it in your taxes, and I live in this zip code.
Yeah, we walked all the way down to here. Yeah, we walked past this place.
Yeah, down
all the
past
way
the split.
around the corner here. Yeah, it's a ways.
Go down to the CVS.
Yeah.
This is the best restaurant on the beach right here.
The Casablanca Cafe?
Yeah. old mansion. They converted into a restaurant, but you know, standing room only usually.
Yeah.
This got built just now, a condo. It's not even open yet. They just built
Yeah, we
this.
went all the way down that way another couple blocks. Oh, we got our walk in.
We were thirsty.
Thirsty, we had the water.
You know the nickname of this town, right?
No. What is it?
Fort Lickerdale.
Fort Lickerdale. Okay.
That's good. It's catchy.
We
And
fit right in.
you know what the motto is of Fort Lickerdale? Come on vacation, get on probation, and come back on violation.
Nice.
That's funny.
They've been saying that since the 80s here. Nothing, I didn't make that up.
So is that the people that are walking around the beach with the garbage pickers and the 5-gallon buckets?
No, I don't know who they are.
Oh, I thought maybe they were like community service or something.
No, that saying just happens to do with, because this used to be the spring break
Spring
capital.
break, sure, yeah.
Not anymore. Like the Howard Johnsons turned into the Four Seasons, and the Holiday Inn turned into the Ritz-Carlton,
Okay.
and the Howard Johnsons turned into the W. So now there's no rinky-dink hotels on
Sure.
the beach where all the spring breakers wanted to be. And back then in the 70s and 80s, in the heart of spring break, the kids were all getting arrested all the time. And they would always get on probation because they were kids, but they would always violate that probation if they stayed here, because all it takes is one other infraction once you're on probation. And Fort Lauderdale was very serious about breaking probation, where even if you were in another state and something happened and they called up Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and said, we have one of your probationaries that just got a DUI in New Jersey, they'd say, we're coming to get him. And they would go in a bus or a plane and go get him and bring him back. So that's where the back on violation comes from.
But you didn't have to pay for sand back then, did you?
No. Then the beach, even though that was only 40, 50 years ago, the beach was probably in better shape.
Sure.
This is getting knocked down. All of this is getting, they're doing giant condos and marinas right here. This is probably the most expensive real estate in Fort Lauderdale, this whole marina area. And this,
So that's like an inlet on the other side of
yeah,
that, right?
they're well, not an inlet. That's the intercoastal.
Oh,
and the
intercoastal
inlets
waterway. Okay.
go to the ocean.
Sure.
So the inlet to go to the ocean would be where we're going to actually go over that bridge,
Okay.
and that's where the inlet is for these people to get out to the ocean.
Sure.
And then you're going to see your ship. You're going to see the Sun Princess is right there, a big ship. Yeah. What else can I show you? Okay, so see the B over there?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was built to be a ship. If you look at that with the flag on top, right? Like the ship has the
Yeah.
flag.
Sure.
So the front of that used to be the Sheridan Yankee Clipper, and that used to be the Sheridan Yankee Trader. I'm sorry, that one over here, and that's why there's a bridge across. So
Okay.
there's a bridge across because back in the day, the Sheridan Company built that hotel and built that hotel, and they made them look like ships because of Port Everglades.
Because of the cruise, yeah.
And then eventually they sold out to this other company called B, and now it's called B Ocean. But it's originally Sheridan Yankee Clipper, and then that's why they're connected to the Sheridan Yankee Trader.
Gotcha.
Yeah. This was the Sheridan Yankee Trader. That was the Sheridan Yankee Clipper, which I guess were two ships back in the day. The Clipper and the Trader must have been special ships that Sheridan named after
Sure.
the hotels. Yeah.
That's cool.
This whole area is called Harbor Beach. The town in Fort Lauderdale, Harbor Beach. I'll tell you something really cool that only the older people know, like me. Back in the day, there used to be a company called Phillips 66. It used to be a gas company.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, that man, back in the day, must have been the 40s, maybe 30s. That man was obviously a very wealthy man, right? He was in the oil business back then. Well, he bought a big chunk of real estate right over here and built a building
and he called it Pier 66 because for some reason this guy was obsessed with the number 66. So this building over here that you're going to see has 66 rooms. It's got a spaceship on top that turns up there.
Jeez.
Every 66 minutes, it goes all the way around. And he was able to name the pier 66 with the city of Fort Lauderdale. So on the map, on Google Maps and everything, this pier is called 66. Well, that thing almost fell apart about 5-10 years ago. And a developer came in recently and renovated it. Just opened about a month ago. He renovated the hotel. He built another hotel connected to it. And then he built these condos that are for sale for multi-millions of dollars. And now this whole section just opened probably 90 days ago. So there's no furniture up there yet. Those are condos. You might see some furniture because those condos obviously just got sold. So that's Pier 66, which was very legendary back in the day. It was nothing for 10 years, and now it's rebuilt.
That's a yacht. That's a fucking
And this
yacht.
is all deep water. So this is the inlet right here, how the ships get out to the ocean.
Wow.
And this is, your ship is on the left. If you look to the left.
Oh,
your
that's our ship?
Your ship is right there in front
No,
of,
this is the
in front of
Princess
this.
Island behind.
Yeah, yours is in front of that.
Okay.
And this bridge that we just went over is the biggest drawbridge in Florida.
Okay.
So it used to be a small drawbridge that would open and close all the time because there's too many big ships, and it was blocking up traffic because the bridge would open and close so much. So about 10-20 years ago, they made the bridge so big that it only opens a couple of times a day. It'll only open for giant sailboats now, because obviously the cruise ships don't come this way. They
Sure.
go that way to the ocean. But the people that live in here that have multi-million-dollar yachts, most of them can fit under that bridge, this bridge, but not the sailboats. The sailboats can't fit. This just opened. It's not open yet. This is the Omni Hotel that just got built. I don't think it's open yet, but this is a pretty prestigious piece of property too. That's just getting probably in the next 90 days they're going to open this building. Yeah.
Is that somebody directing traffic, or is that
Yeah,
somebody trying to cross?
no, they're going to direct traffic even when, like if we have the red light, they'll tell you to go because
Okay.
they have to get these people out of the port. So this is we're going to try to make a left here, but this guy right over here is controlling the lights with a remote control, and
Okay.
she's making sure nobody hits anybody.
Gotcha.
So even though it's red, they might just go like this, and they work together. The remote control police officer and the crossing guard police officer, and there's another guy over there. The port's very crowded, obviously, so they're trying
Sure.
to get. This is a weird intersection, very weird the way this whole intersection works.
One of us has to be so we get on the right ship.
See, she's telling him to stop, even though we got the arrow. See, she told him to stop. Yeah. Oh, good. No, I don't think he's gonna make me. They're not gonna make him make a left, are they? No. No. All right.
Done this a few times.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, pretty impressive.
Cool building, right? Look at that building.
It is cool.
There was a perfectly good building there before and a perfectly good convention center, and they knocked it down just to build something special. It was perfectly good, it just wasn't special. This is supposed to be special. Now, I don't know much about it, but
You gotta be special.
it-
Look at this guy.
This is special.
He's special.
Wow.
Bigger stuff does.
Mine are.
Well, aren't you special?
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing I got over. I put the check bag. All my toiletries.
Actually, my toiletries for the last night, I could probably just use the bigger stuff. I have both. Yeah. It would just be like, yeah, I think they have like, I don't know. Yeah. Our room didn't have any soap. That hotel room. But we all, we both always bring soap. A little better.
Wow. No shit. The dude that was on that little unicycle thing, he pulls it up like a suitcase with a handle and he can walk with it.
Fancy.
I tell you, man, whatever you want, they got, I guess, or you can get it.
Oh, he's keeping the crosswalk open. That's what he's doing. Because people walk to the beach from here. You walk
Holy
over.
crap,
Yeah,
that's
you walk
amazing.
over. Yeah, you walk over the bridge. It's very dangerous. There's no sidewalk over there because of the construction. Those people right there, including that guy with that one wheel. Good
yeah.
luck. I'm
I
sure
see
he's
him.
not. I'm sure he's not going to try to drive that over the. I would love to see him drive that
Well,
over
he
the
is.
bridge.
Yeah.
He's going that way. I
It
can
looks
see
like
him.
he is, but I want to see if he's going to do it. If he's going to get off of it and walk it. If you fall down, you're going to go straight down. Yeah, when they built this port, they never expected these giant ships to be here and these many of them and stuff. So the infrastructure wasn't really done right, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could
trying to play catch up.
Miami too. Miami and Fort Lauderdale. They're already overwhelmed, both of them, and they're doing everything they can, but there's not much they can do. There's just too many ships, too big of ships, and too many people.
Yeah. Everybody wants bigger.
It's a problem that I'm sure both Miami and Fort Lauderdale like because they love the tourists. They have to love them, you know. They make this economy hum, you know. So rich. They're so Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami is such wealthy cities. Even without the wealthy residents, because some of the
Well, yeah, the influx of the tourism.
some of the wealthiest people in the world live in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, and most of them have second homes here.
Yeah.
All of them, third homes, fourth homes, fifth homes. Most of the wealthy people that live on the water over here, they don't even live in those homes. Those are just, you know, $20 million homes that they own and they leave empty. They don't Airbnb them or nothing. They just leave them empty, and that's just their home.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's very common, you know, these homes that are on the water over here. All right, come on, we're gonna go. This guy's path, we gotta stop him from crossing. Why stop these people from crossing? You should, dude. What are you doing, dude? Stop these people from crossing. Look at this. He's telling me to go, and his back is towards those people. I mean,
Yeah, he ain't
silly.
paying attention.
He's not paying attention. That's why they put him on crosswalk duty. Yeah.
Because that's safe.
Any police officer doing crosswalk duty is not on top of his game, obviously. Nobody, because that you don't volunteer for that.
No, you're assigned to that. Huh?
Yeah, you're assigned to that. You don't volunteer to that. You want to be in your car in the AC. You don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
be. You want to be telling people stop, go, stop, go. No. Yeah, this is a good shortcut. These people, I know this shortcut over here to get through here. That's a good shortcut. Yeah, see, this is to get to the port, we have to go through a guard gate. So, and they sometimes they search the cars and stuff. So we're waiting now, one at a time, or two at a time, depending on how many guard gates they have open. And then also the left lane is turning into the Princess, which is before the guard gate. So we're waiting for people to turn into the Princess, and then we're waiting to get to the guard gate. Could be a half hour from here.
hurry up and wait.
Yes, hurry up and wait, yes. And this was a terrible place to put the water treatment plant. Look where they put the water treatment plant when they built Fort Lauderdale. In this $100 million piece of property. $100 million, that piece of property, and they built the water treatment
Yeah,
plant.
but the city's probably just waiting for the right investor to come along.
No, they probably can't. It's
You know,
the water.
true.
It's the water treatment
Yeah.
plant. They can't relocate. It's one thing they can't relocate. All the
True,
water,
yeah.
all the water pipes are going to it. You know what I mean? All the sewer pipes are going to it. That's what it is. It's all the sewer pipes. Look, wastewater. You see? This is a huge facility. That's acres and acres. Yeah. I mean, they tried to make it, they renovated it, they tried to make it nice looking with the glass, but look at this thing, that's a giant exhaust. See that pipe?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the machinery they have in there? It's all machines in there that are, you know, whatever they do in there to the wastewater, they gotta do something to it. All big giant machines in there, and they tried to make it look like a hotel with the glass. But look at the size of this exhaust pipe. Oh,
Shopping Christmas.
look at the size of, look at these exhaust pipes. And we also keep all our gas here, all the gas reserves. All the oil companies keep all their gas here as,
Oh,
as
man.
reserves. Yeah, so you'll see about 50 of these giant tanks. That one was just built, actually. So all the oil companies have their gas here. They leave their gas as backup here. This is called the reserve something, Fort Lauderdale Gas Reserve. When there's a hurricane or some kind of emergency or cruise, this is a fort, right? Fort means military. So when the battleships come in and the destroyers and the aircraft carriers, they don't come into Miami. Miami's not a fort. This is a fort, secure location. So a lot of this is backup fuel for the military to fuel their ships. They don't really have gas stations.
Yep, I'll take premium.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, there might be like one giant container might fill up a battleship. That is, some of them are nuclear, but the ones that aren't nuclear run on diesel. So I was told that one whole cylinder can be unloaded to a ship, one ship. And then see the pipe? It goes through that pipe. So they just open up the valve, and gravity takes over because the gas goes all the way to the top. Gravity takes over, and they have a way just to go right into the ship, right from these giant containers. Yeah, giant cylinders, and they're building them. They're building more and more every time. I see them how they build them. It's very interesting how they build them. And our power plant is in here too. So not only is the military in here, not only is the fuel in here, but our power plant is in here. We're going to pass it. We're going to go right up to it. We're going to go right up to it, yeah. So yeah, this is a no-fly zone. You're not allowed to fly a drone or a helicopter or an airplane over this area. You won't see no airplanes or drones or helicopters unless it's the police. Because they worry about somebody attacking these only imagine if this got a bomb ever went on that. And also the power plant, if something ever happened to the power plant, all the lights would go out. See, there's a police officer up here trying to direct traffic too. Telling people to go, stop. Usually these lights are red and green, so they made it yellow, so you have to listen to the police officer now. She's definitely looking in this U-Haul.
Yeah, I would imagine.
They do spot checks. They don't check me. They won't check you, but sometimes they'll ask for passports. They'll open up the trunk. They're probably going to check this car in front of me too. They're going to definitely check. Definitely go open up the back of that.
This is Disney's building right here. Disney built this parking garage, and that's Disney's pier.
What the cop is telling them to. I'm not sure where they come from.
Yeah, that's a shortcut to go from. They just built that like maybe 30 days ago. That's not say it's what they call a, what is it called, a pass through. So this
Okay.
goes to another part of town that you can cut through the port. So that way you don't have to go that way. Remember that way where the congestion was. So this goes kind of to the Fort Lauderdale airport. If you were leaving, you would go that way. They just did that, so you can go through the port without having to go through the security gate. But once you go through that street, there's nowhere to stop. There's nowhere to pull over. There's barbed wire and fencing. So
they got to turn you around.
So he's probably going there to come here, which you really weren't supposed to do that. But a lot of people don't know because I think the GPS is telling people to come here because they just built that. The GPS hasn't learned that you're not allowed to do that.
Sure.
So this was supposed to go through, but these people are taking this to go to the cruise port. You know, you're not. You know, that's
Just where you just got to go. I get
that's
so
why.
turned around.
Yeah, that's why that cop.
Go.
That's why until the GPS situation learns what's going on here, until they switch it, that cop is going to have to stand there anytime there's a cruise ship. Thank you, brother.
No weapons.
No weapons. Bonjour, ça va? Yeah, so there'll be a police officer there forever because people are taking that road to the cruise ship. There's that road. So people are taking that road to the cruise ship, and all that road does is cut through or goes this way, and then it goes to Federal Highway, Biscayne Boulevard, which is where the airport is. So it's really just another way to get out of the port. Before that road was there, everybody would have to go out that way or go back through the security guard to get to, you know. And you're really not even allowed through here unless you have the right credentials, or if you're a tour, or if you're a passenger with cruise information. If you don't have a cruise ticket or you don't have credentials, you can't even go through here, and you're just taking up time and stuff. And then he'll take your license and he'll tell you to make a U-turn at the light, and then he has to go over there on that side to give you your license back. And that was taking so much time because people were coming through here thinking, oh, let me just take some video of the cruise ships. So now they gave him another way out of here. It's that road, which is pretty good. All right, so once we get through this guard gate, it's only 5 minutes to the ship. There's your ship right there with the smoke coming out of it on the left.
video here.
How you doing, brother? Good, take care.
See how the street is all kind of secured? So you can't jump over or anything?
Big mother.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest ships in the world right there. Probably top 5.
We're top shelf, baby.
Yeah, top shelf.
What the hell was that?
Jody?
That's a victory dance.
That's huge. Holy cripes.
Yeah, there's people walking around up there. Yeah, no shit. It's gonna be interesting.
So the yellow carts, that's where these guys are gonna take the baggage. You want them to take like a check bag.
Ooh, thank you.
So anything you don't want these guys to take, make sure they not.
All right, I'll open the doors for you and take the seatbelts off. He's probably going to open the door for you. No, he's not. Okay.
Got them both.
They take all of our luggage, put it on.
All right, watch your head. Can't stress it enough. Watch your head. Look at this right here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Take your time. Got 2 steps down here before you go to the street. I'm gonna.
What?